Hello there. Who would like to see me clear the normal Doom Tower? Ah, wonderful. Normal Doom Tower cleared. Crazy, man. I decided to give it a couple of tries today, and this run just turned out beautiful. Managed to get enough good RNG that I made my way through. Fatty Void Shard, new avatar. Day 26. We're gonna throw on this new avatar here so we can flex a little bit. So in case you're wondering, I know I've shown the gear a couple of times over the past couple days, but it's still the same gear. Fully booked Deacon, a little bit of cruelty with these masteries. Reliquary Tender, fully booked as well. Rocking some defensive masteries with War Master. Aethel. Of course, fully booked with Phantom Touch. Rocking some Giant Slayer. Rhonda with her mishmash of gear. She's got a couple of books. None of the important cooldowns yet. She's also rocking Giant Slayer, similar to Aethel. And Jamarsa. She is fully booked now. We did end up getting her last books, and she is also rocking War Master. So that was it, guys. Normal Doom Tower, 26 days. Next highest is 108, 109. Absolutely beastin'. I'm really happy with that. We're gonna go and check out the secret rooms while we're here. But first I want to touch base on what we've been doing the past day. So we completely maxed out the champ training today. Got myself a Chaos Ore. A little bit of overflow on points, but nothing too major. Dungeon Divers we've been running along with the Dragon Tournament. And we've got an hour left. I've used all my gems, all my energy, everything I can possibly find to use. And we are just 14 points away from this epic tome. So with an hour left, that should be no problem. We've almost got enough energy here for another run. And then the Dragon Tournament, we're a little bit over cap. I was going to finish off the Dungeon Divers in champ training, but I noticed I wouldn't have enough energy if I kept going there. So I had to come back to Dragon, which is fine. I always need Dragon gear, and maybe this will move me up a couple of spots in the tournament winning. So I don't mind getting third or fourth here. I'd prefer second, but I'm not going to invest that kind of energy. So we're rocking 2262. Or, you know what? Who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe if these guys haven't moved much by tomorrow, I'll consider dumping a bunch more energy in and trying to get the top spot. But we have a Fire Knight tournament starting in a couple of hours, and it's using rares only. So this would be a really great opportunity to snag some cheap Relentless. I did get my Spy Master and my Chancellor Yasmin, both to 5-star. I've also got Elhain in the works here. And so I'm thinking for rare only, Aethel, Reliquary Tender, Spy Master, maybe Elhain. You know, and just throw some gear on them and run like Fire Knight 10 or something. Probably 10 would be good, or whatever the highest one they can do is. But 10's a pretty good affinity for them. These rare only or faction only type tournaments are really good for new accounts because there's usually barely anybody who tries to push for them. So you can score yourself some like easy tournament rewards just throwing in a handful of energy a day, like, you know, do 5 or 6 runs. And yeah, typically. I don't know how it's going to be with all the Hell Hades free-to-play people starting around the same time. Could be more competitive, but also I'm in brackets above most of them. I'm in the 50 bracket, so that could help me out there. We'll see. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Oh, let's check out some of the gear we've got, because I've been wanting to do this. So yeah, we've been just farming 2x speed. We've got a bunch of solid pieces here that are gonna make good, like good filler pieces, good faction war pieces, opportunity for some big speed upgrades here. And anything epic we're keeping because we can re-roll it with Chaos Ore if it rolls trips. I got this shield as well, double rolled speed. Crit rate, not the best substats. We did get our first 6-star crit damage gloves, but unfortunately they didn't roll crit rate sub. But we're holding on to pretty much everything at this point that might be useful. I don't need the silver, I don't need the space. So until I've got most of my main team and my Faction Wars champs geared out, I'm not even going to bother doing gear cleanses, really. I mean, if a piece is obviously trash and I don't even want to roll it, I'm going to sell it. But stuff like this, you know, if that rolls double AC, suddenly that could make it onto a champion when I need to build for accuracy. Like my Chancellor Yasmin or something like that. But you can see, like, Dragon 20, 1 tournament's worth of farming, and suddenly we've got just a bunch of good gear options. This was disappointing. If this had been speed, that would be insane. But we're getting, like, some lifesteal pieces that are going to be useful. We just need options at this point. Got this here, speed and defense. Nice tanky lifesteal piece. Great for clan boss. We're just waiting for an artifact event before we start really going through here and leveling everything. Another attack chest, very good. This rolled insane. This is going to go on my Spy Master. So if this rolls triple crit, that's going to be nuts. We did keep a couple pieces of days, but these are only used for broken sets, really. And we got a ton of frost gear. Like, pretty decent-ish. This I'm never going to use. A lot of this is probably just sell. But, like I said, I don't need the space. This could be an insane broken piece for Spy Master. But this is how you build the gear. This could be actually good as a 5-star if it double rolls crit rate. But yeah, this is how you build your gear. This is why I don't farm dungeons until I can farm stage 20. Because you just get so much better gear. It's all 5 and 6-star. Got a nice crit rate glove there for some damage dealer. Same with this one. I got a few more pieces of toxic. So I can probably think about putting Rhonda and toxic pretty soon. For clan boss. Well, actually no. I need an apothecary before I do that. Or at least some more revenge accessories and stuff for Deacon so he keeps his leech up. I got some good avenging pieces, I think. Yeah, like this one. It's a set I really don't care about. Of course, I got speed boots here. Both pairs of speed boots were for avenging. Stalwart's another great set. But yeah, a lot of this is junk again. So I just wanted to show you that. Been very busy. In terms of secret rooms, there's probably only going to be a couple that we can do. Support champs only. This one we can probably do. It's going to take forever though, so I won't show you that. And honestly, yeah, maybe not. We don't have any damage for this. Support champs only. If we had an apothecary and toxic set, maybe. Or I can put my Chancellor Yasmin in toxic. Epic Spirit, not gonna happen. Epic Orcs, not gonna happen. Epic Champions. I do have Jotun. So this is, I'll maybe consider doing this one towards the end of the rotation. If I have spare food that I can prioritize leveling up some of those champs. Defense champs only, not gonna happen. Rare Void, nope. Champs from Barbarians, okay. So I could also level up Jotun for this. That's possible. I might need Jamarsa in Immortal Pieces to sustain herself. But if she can stay alive, she's unlimited revives. Okay, here's one I might be able to do. I'll just throw in some like fodder. If you're wondering why I have champions that aren't Telerians built, it's because of my Faction Wars exception rule. I'm allowed to farm stage 1 of every faction for the advanced quests. Alright. So will Aethel and Rhonda in Lifesteal be enough to overcome it? Oh yeah, for sure. Just gotta make sure I cycle my cooldowns properly. Easy enough. 9 Archmage fragments. Only 3 months to go, guys. Except probably more like 6 months with the amount of secret rooms I'm able to do. Force champs. See, here's another thing is like, if I'm building all these champs for Faction Wars, I could also consider speed running, like speeding them up in priority so that I can get these extra fragments before the rotation ends in 2 weeks. Rare champions only. This one should be easy as well. But yeah, if there's any that are like very close within my reach that wouldn't require me to build out any like specific champions that I'm only going to use for secret rooms, then I should probably prioritize them. Because Archmage Helmet's going to be like the key for me to clear a lot of content. I'm not going to have Syl until 6 months in, which is a very long time. I'm gonna have Arbiter probably a lot sooner. Assuming I can get through Spider 20 auto. I won't have Drexar, which is unfortunate. That's another big crutch on a free-to-play account. But like, clearing hard Doom Tower is gonna be incredibly hard. Like almost impossible if I don't have Archmage. We'll see though, we'll see. I think my hard Doom Tower team is going to be like Arbiter, Rhonda. I'm hoping to get a Hark and Greatblade. And then Archmage Helmet and some other crowd controller or Reviver. Maybe Jamarsa. Alright, so that's our secret rooms for the day. I'm gonna pause briefly and then we'll come back later when we're doing something else. Okay, so we've got the Fire Knight tournament. I'm just gonna hop in there and see what we can get done with our rare team. I don't know if it'll be successful. We haven't geared everybody out yet. So it's basically just Aethel and Reliquary Tender. You know what? Perhaps I should wait. I want to gear out Spymaster, but I don't want to level up a bunch of artifacts yet until the event starts. So instead what I'll do is I'll start running masteries for these two. I'll toss them in for masteries, and then tomorrow, I guess, or whenever the artifact event starts, I will throw some gear on him and see what I can do. Coming in with a quick Nightmare Clan Boss chest. Got ourselves a Void Shard and some trash gloves. Yesterday I got an epic skill tome. So after booking out my Jamarsa, I now have 5 epic tomes. From Clan Boss, from various events and tournaments. Then we've got 8 Void Shards. And I don't know if I mentioned it already, but I'm working on my referrals. So I've done a couple of days on my referrals. They're very close to 30 now, so I'll be getting those Void Shards too. And then I'll be slowly working them up to 40. So we should have at least 10 Void Shards by the 2x, and probably more like 12, 11 or 12. Okay, we're gonna wrap the video up, but before we do, we just finished farming some faction wars. And we've got ourselves a couple of chances here to get some decent perception gear. I'm going to go with speed substat. And probably a helmet charm. Okay, nothing good. If that had been speed and accuracy, that would have been quite nice. There. Now if only that had been 6-star. That's a very usable piece though. I'm happy with that. I'm going to be saving all my epic materials for legendary from now on, because I was running low from using them on the 4 to 5-star. It was kind of a bad idea. And we've got some Bloodthirst to craft as well. I don't really want to keep 4-star unless it's like perfect stats or speed boots. Not gonna invest in those gloves. So yeah, that's gonna be the update for today. Normal Doom Tower cleared. I was trying to push up the first floor of hard, and it's gonna be impossible. Probably until I level up my Chancellor Yasmin. The first floor has a bunch of like Skull Crusher, Miscreated Monster, and they put up a ton of buffs, and then I end up getting feared and killed. So I'm thinking this move might be the best way to counter that, as well as the block active skills, or sorry, block buffs from this guy. So if I can get block buffs up on him, I can RNG my way through the waves that way. So I'm thinking I'm angling towards these as my next 2 6-stars. But I'm not in a rush to do it, so I'm going to wait till the next champion training starts, just to get the points and rewards from that. And other than that, not too much going on, so I'm just going to keep on grinding away, and I will catch you in the next one.